one and only. This is a Local 10 News Update, sponsored by FHIA, Florida Home Improvement Associates.
Well, good morning, South Florida. I'm Eric Yutzi. Here's a look at your top stories on this Thursday. Flames erupting at a Cutler Bay condo complex, forcing families out of their homes. It happened just before 7 Wednesday night near Southwest 212th Street and 87th Avenue. Flames tore through the roof of one building, damaging a total of 24 units. Crews did respond to that scene as dozens of residents were evacuated. There are no injuries to report. A brutal beating in Miramar caught on camera. Now the search on for 3 men. This surveillance video with an up-close look at one of those suspects leading his victim, who was holding a grocery bag, to a dumpster. They walk off frame where 2 other men are waiting. They begin to beat him. A witness tells Local 10 News the victim came out of a Publix, could not find his bike. The suspects told him they knew where that bike was. We're told this was an armed robbery. It is unclear what was taken. The victim was treated for his injuries.
And is anyone injured? Are you injured?
No, thank God. The bullet crossed all the way through my daughter's car seat, but she wasn't here, thank God.
Police releasing the 911 calls made from drivers trapped in their vehicles during that deadly shootout on Miramar Parkway. At least 18 police officers from Miami-Dade, Miramar, and Pembroke Pines fired at that hijacked UPS truck in the middle of rush hour traffic. UPS driver Frank Ordonez and 2 armed suspects were killed. Richard Cutshaw, who was sitting in his car, also died in the crossfire. All officers who opened fire are on administrative leave as the FBI investigates. And now this.
Listen to Local 10's podcast, The Florida Files, wherever you are, whenever you want. Just say, Alexa, play the Florida Files podcast.
Getting the latest episode of Florida Files. Here it is from TuneIn.
Previously on the Florida Files.
Or just ask Siri, I want to hear the latest Florida Files podcast.
Here's the newest episode of the Florida Files.
Get the Florida Files on Alexa, Google Home, or Apple devices just by saying play the Florida Files podcast. The Florida Files from the one and only Local 10.
And one of the BSO deputies involved in the rough arrest of DeLuca Roll has been fired. Sheriff Gregory Tony firing Deputy Christopher Krikovich. Krikovich is the deputy seen in the video slamming Roll's face to the ground back in April. One other deputy involved, Ralph Mackey, was given a written reprimand for not activating his body camera that day. An investigation into a third deputy who was seen pepper spraying that teenager is still ongoing. As breaking news happens, we'll keep you covered on air and online. Head to local10.com for more local news coverage and updates.